Let's see for me.
Welcome, everybody, to Shitty Cowboys. It has been quite some time since we have been to the town of West Hollow. Well, not in game. Out of game, it has.
Mm.
Who wants to try to recap the previous, like, 4 months or so of out of game time?
This is Durando. He's going to be taking over on
Okay.
this. Hello. We're going to be doing a recap from the last story arc where we went back into West Hello.
So real quick before Drenda really gets into it, they did say that they're going to talk like this all night, and I thought I was joking, but we will see if they are or not. I do not know.
No, fuck that. Like 4 episodes ago, whatever it was, we went back into West Hollow and went to the saloon and went to threaten Chester and get our money. Everybody in the saloon was like kicking off and there was this big old bar fight that went on. Uh, we stabbed a bunch of people and like
I think that was mostly Sean Marston.
did power bombs and like threw people around off the chandeliers and stuff. It was pretty cool. Then after that barbaric display of stabbing and like getting hit with bottles and stuff, this guy comes up to us and was like, "You guys are pretty fucking cool. You want to come do a job for me?" And we were like, "Yeah, all right." So then we went we went to round up his posse, which consisted of himself, who was a human man, I believe, who had dual wielded pistol crossbows, whose name his name was Silas.
Yeah.
His name was Silas. We went to pick up the first dude, who was a really cool Kenku guy called Twang, who played the banjo instead of speaking, and was a cool guy. Didn't speak much because he was a Kenku. And then finally, the final member of our crew was a guy called Doc, who was a Warforged man, and he was doing some sort of work in this halfling village, and the halflings were also dinosaur ranchers. And there was a stampede of dinosaurs caused by some carnivorous dinosaurs, and then we fought the dinosaurs and prevailed against said dinosaurs.
While we're doing this thorough recap, do you remember how you kind of finished off the dinosaurs?
uh, Jambalaya transformed into one of the dinosaurs
And then Sean
and rallied
Marston
them,
rode your back, I do believe.
rode me. But
I rode you.
I had fewer hit points as a dinosaur than I did as a man. So we got into combat range, got hit once by a dinosaur, and then just turned back into Jambalaya, just giving Sean Marston a piggyback in the middle of these stampeding dinosaurs. But nevertheless, we prevailed. Following that, we got on the train to what was the town called?
Of course, it was Wisp Gulch.
Wisp Gulch, that was it. We got on the train to Wisp Gulch, which was a train run by the bastard man himself, who was, of course, called
Brimmer. Clout Brimmer.
Clout Brimmer. We came up with a really cool plan to bluff our way into first class, and then through acts of daring do, we made our way to the front of the train and convinced the driver to give a signal to our compadres, who then followed us up through the train. We separated the engine from the carriages full of bandits and various assorted bastards who worked for Bremer, so he wouldn't be reinforced when we issued yet another town uprising, which we seem to be like.
You guys do that a lot.
Yeah, we're like Western revolutionaries. We rocked up in Wisp Gulch and basically immediately got into a gunfight with some of Brimmer's boys, and then chase them back to Brimmer's house, I guess. And he stomped out in some kind of elaborate steampunk armor, but of course, wearing highly pressurized steam armor when facing people with firearms is a pretty bad idea, and it got shot a bunch of times and exploded him. And then the rest of his dudes either surrendered or got murdered. And everyone thought we were great and gave us some money, and then we came home and that was everything.
Yeah, that was. I can't remember for sure if we just kind of skipped over the train ride home so that we would be starting this episode just right away in West Hollow. But I think we can go ahead and do that. Because I think the train ride home is probably going to be a lot less eventful than the train ride here.
Hope.
Yeah, and now that Brimmer, so the crowd dynamic and like the posse, the gang that Brimmer was kind of raising, as soon as Brimmer was killed, it definitely didn't seem like they were really like loyal to any kind of cause other than money. So once he was dead, they like there was no more kind of cult of Brimmer. So like the train ride home, there will not be all of these Brimmer's mercenaries waiting around, hanging out.
Much like nature abhors a vacuum, so too do scumbags abhor a power vacuum. There will always be another scumbag, which is good for us because killing them pays well.
Pays very well because you each got 250 gold pieces from Silas.
Nice.
So before we get into the actual shopping part of the episode, what are you guys both up to? Sean, did you see Drunder's message where he said what he thinks you guys are both up to?
No, I did not. Is it in Zoom chat?
No, that is in our Discord chat.
Hold on.
Well, by my tally, we got 684 gold. So that'd be 342 each. Because we spent like 275 or something like that on building the cabin.
So once we get to the town of West Hollow, it has been, even though it's been about 4 months since the start of that adventure, in game it's really been, we'll pin it down at 4 days because a lot of that time was getting Doc, getting to where the halfling nomads were herding the dinosaurs, and collecting Doc, and then train ride there wasn't super long, and you guys weren't in town very long before you took the train ride back. So we'll put it down as 4 days, and I mention that because we keep daily trackers on this. If you're new to the show, just starting at this episode for some reason, which would be very wild.
Don't do that. Go back to the beginning.
That would be very wild. But if you are,
hello.
Yeah,
Thanks for
hello.
having us.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for listening.
When
to the
you
episode.
when you actually get to this point in the podcast, you'll hear this and you'll be like, "What an idiot! I should have started at episode 1." There you go.
But then you'll be redeemed because we'll be saying hello to you specifically because there's probably only one person.
Immemorial. Yeah, that's it.
But the reason we do track those days is because the guys back like 1 arc ago, or 2 arcs ago, saved a mine, a witch iron mine, where they now own a stake in it. So they get some gold every a few days. More than a few days, though. So we are not collecting gold today. Mostly because we are still looking for the formula.
The complex formula.
It's 5,000 a day.
Sean Morrison seems to think it's 5,000 a day. I think it was a little bit less than that. So, but while we are in West Hollow, where would you two Cowboys like to go?
Where are we going, boy?
Well, I tell you what, I ain't gonna go see Chester because I don't like that son of a bitch, and unless I see some particular reason to go demand money from him, which I don't, I'm gonna avoid him like the plague. So I guess, what do we need? Got any money burning a hole in your pocket? Anything you want to spend your hard-earned on, Sean?
You can have my money.
I keep it in my sock for safekeeping most of the time. Of course, several hundred gold pieces means I have to keep buying bigger shoes.
You can take all my money, man.
Well, I'll keep hold of it for now, but I think we probably need to get you some armor. That'd probably be a good idea.
That's true. We talked about that.
Because he's a squishy boy just wearing them cotton shirts.
You know what? I got that old 14 armor class. Not good.
Well, I think we can get you some, I don't know how much does a Mithril shirt go for these days. Probably more than a couple of hundred. We
Where we
go
heading?
talk to, well, we usually go, I think we should probably end up in the saloon because we're more than liable to get into a bar fight there. We go talk to old Bellis Rescuers. See about getting you fitted for something a bit more protective. Maybe like this here chainmail poncho or something like of a lighter cut, maybe. I don't know.
Mithril bikini.
A mithril tankini, that would be quite the thing to see you wearing in there, boy. We can go frolicking down by the stream. Just you can take the sunlight glinting through the trees, all dappled.
So yes, the two real shops that I think we're more concerned about are Bellis Rust Gear. Doesn't really have like a formal shop, more of a workshop where she tinkers and makes things, but because you guys save the town of West Hollow, she does sell you both gear. And then there's Gnome Depot, but that place is more for like lumber and stuff to build up the homestead. I'm just looking up Mithril armor since you just mentioned that. Okay, so we can stop by Bellis Rust Gears first. And again, when you, she's right on the edge of the town, and as soon as you ride Ubo and Hollywood up and dismount, you can hear clanging and tinkering coming from the workshop, and then you hear a small explosion, and she kind of walks out of the shop coughing, and her face is just covered in like this black soot. Oh, hey, it's you boys again. What, you all weren't gone very long?
No, but it was a short but eventful trip. We took a ride on that lightning rail.
How was it? I've been wanting to try that thing out.
Well, I tell you what, it was significantly less disgusting than the flesh train. But it's more natural, I'll say that.
Now, that thing's a work of art right there. That's engineering. That's science right there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you can uncouple it with a couple of lassos, which was something I didn't think was possible. But then, we done did it. So, yeah. Anyhow, how's everything going with you and your kin?
No, it's going good. It's going real good right now. Trying to make some shoes that shoot out spider webs, but haven't quite got the formula just yet.
Shoes that shoot out spider webs. Well,
yeah, sounds cool, right?
What? How does it shoot them out? Like
you stomp and it shoots it.
And does that mean you can like climb up walls, or does it just like stick it to the ground?
No, it's supposed to shoot it. It's supposed to shoot it out. Like if you point your toes at like a bad guy's foot, and you stomp down, and it shoots web all over his dang feet, don't it?
Well, I don't know. Does it?
No, not right at the moment. It don't.
well, that don't seem too useful. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yeah,
You should
right
put
now
it on some gloves.
Oh, that's a good idea, because right now they
Might
just
be
keep
easier to aim.
they keep exploding on me right now.
Well, yeah, they will.
Like, I mean, like fire, and I haven't worked out the web part just yet. So right now, it's just kind of exploding shoes. If that interests you too.
No, I could safely say I am not interested in exploding shoes. I mean, what I am interested in is some protection, and sometimes we've been Sean here's been going in raw, and it's been hurting him quite bad. We need to get him covered up so he ain't taking damage from all that penetration he's been receiving out there fighting crime.
Okay, what kind?
I'm sorry.
Well, now I'm sure I got something around here that would check all them boxes, but I'm having some trouble finding exactly a mithril shirt, which I think I heard you talking about out there before you got quite to the shop.
Yeah, I heard tell of them. Because I got this here chainmail poncho, but it's kind of jangly and loud. I know mithril doesn't have the penalties on the movements. See, you can be all sneaky like and wear it underneath your clothes.
Oh, so is mithril just the same of everything of armor, but you don't have the disadvantages? Is that right? Because I'm having trouble finding it in my catalog right here.
Let me just get you up on this here.
Yeah, this here just says mithril chain shirt. In my catalog here, it says mithril is a light, flexible material. Mithril shirt can be worn under normal clothes if the armor does normally impose disadvantage on stealth checks or has a strength requirement. The mithril version does not. Made of interlocking metal rings, blah, blah, blah. It has nowhere on here does it say anything about any kind of armor class or anything, so I don't know exactly.
So, if I could send you, look at this, you see that chain you got there? If you take a look at this specific link of the chain, you might see a little bit more of what I'm talking about.
It's got to be a bikini.
So, we could either get a chain shirt or a breastplate would be like a breastplate would not impose disadvantage on stealth rolls, but would be 14. The AC, your AC would be 14 plus your dex modifier. So for me, it would be 17.
Yeah, mine would be
18.
17,
Sorry, mine would be 18. So, ideally, if you would have if you could find some way of pricing up like a mithril breastplate, that'd probably be the best thing. Let me just have a look at this.
Okay, let me check the old catalog real quick and just kind of browse on through here and find a price equivalent. I do see. Oh gosh darn! I think it does actually have a. Oh, looky there. Oh, it does. Looky there. So it looks.
Oh boy! Oh my god!
So it does look like my usual breastplates alone are 400 gold pieces. Ooh,
Well,
boy,
fuck.
that
is too rich for my blood.
So for armor and weapons, that's why I couldn't find the price for armor and weapons. Is because I just used the actual player's handbook or DM's guide prices for those. But holy shit, breastplate is 400 gold.
You want to arm wrestle for a discount?
She looks you over, and then she looks over at this. It's like a big. It kind of looks like Colossus's from the X-Men, like an arm that's up mounted on the wall. She's like, I think I could take you up on that if you don't mind me using Betty over there.
Well, that seemed like cheating.
Oh, well, you do know I'm a halfling, I think. So I think it's cheating if I don't, even the odds a little bit.
Fine.
I think, yeah, she is definitely a halfling. Yeah, she
Let's
walks
do
over.
this.
She grabs this big
50%
arm down.
discount.
She starts locking it in place. Oh god, roll a persuasion check for 50, because 50 is pretty fucking big discount. By the way, I forgot I'm not even in roll 20. We were not prepared tonight, everybody.
Well, if I could just Mrs. Ruskier, as a representative of the law, I would be requisitioning these items in order to protect this here town and the surrounding environs. Sean Marston has shed his blood in defense of this community, and I feel it would be only sporting that you would offer us a little bit of a preferential treatment, just because we're preserving your livelihood from the likes of these marauding kobolds and clanking tin men who are trying to impose rodeos on y'all.
Yeah, I would have given Sean Marston advantage from that. His dice roller did happen to roll twice already though, so but it was a 15 and a 13. Sean Marston, you got a +0 to persuasion?
Yes.
Well, I didn't have a check in mind, so whenever I don't do that, whenever I don't have one readily available, I'll roll for it, and I got a 5. So she's like, "Okay, you beat me in this here arm wrestling match. I'll give you a 50% discount on that there armor." So she pulls over one of her work tables, but it's like she grabs it with the big beefy metal arm, and then her like regular arm. And when she pulls it, it just like fucking slides across the room way easier than she was expecting. And then she positions her arm ready for a roll, a match. So this will be an athletics check, Sean Morrison. And she got a 12 with her robo arm. I don't know why yours keeps rolling twice, but oh man, your second one was also a 12. That would have been funny because she would have actually beat you with that because she had.
It does that all the time though. It
yeah,
always
that's
rolls
true.
2.
I don't know, but luckily, we'll be taking you first. So, it's actually a pretty close contest. Even though this big metal arm, it definitely looks like she could probably tweak it a little bit and get a little bit more horsepower out of it. But even so, you are able to still beat this halfling in arm wrestling match. She's like, well, gosh, I guess I gotta tune that bad boy up a little bit. She takes it off and goes and puts it on the wall. Well, deal's a deal. All right, yeah, you can grab it for. So the regular. So see, I don't know what Drundu, the mithril exactly adds to that breastplate, because the breastplate already doesn't have disadvantage, right? And it's already 14 plus 2. So what's mithril do?
If the armor normally imposes it normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity checks or has a strength requirement.
Oh, it does. Yeah, and it doesn't. So I don't know if there would be a mithril. Actually, isn't mithril the one that makes it so you can't get crit?
I don't know. Doesn't say that on.
Yeah, it does not say
D&D
that
Beyond.
anywhere. It's weird that like.
What does it do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what this armor does because it other than for heavies and things. But for like this, I don't know if we need like a mithril breastplate. I think it would just be a regular breastplate. So I don't have to like add any price to it.
Yeah, we'll just do. Yeah, in that case, if we're not, we just Clint Eastwood it up, and it's just a boilerplate one underneath your jacket or whatever.
Oh, that could be cool. Kind of like a not steampunk, but very like rustic, and form-fitting.
Yeah, it's just to cover your center mass sort of thing. Like,
So what am I adding to my inventory then?
So that would be
breastplate.
right, which should get you up to 16 armor class. Which I think it's only bumping you up to 2 armor class in D&D 5e is a pretty big difference.
Yeah, I'm 16.
That's
All right.
way better.
So that will be
so you're up to the same as me now.
so that will be 200 gold pieces instead of 400. Here we go. Ooh. Somebody on Reddit said, "What's the point of a Mithril chain shirt?" Yeah. Apparently, like it lowers the armor weight and stuff, but like that. Oh, I see. So you could get Mithril Splint, right? And then you would have 17 armor class and no strength penalty. Well, which doesn't even really matter, and you wouldn't have disadvantage. Or you could even get Mithril Plate, which you could
be stealthy in.
Yeah, which you could still be stealthy in. However, Plate is like thousands of gold, I think it is in D&D 5e.
Definitely, it would be.
Yeah, it is 1,500 gold.
It would be like a one-off suit kind of thing.
But you know what? While we're looking at this, I think it would be worth it to get a Mithril Splint. Because Splint armor just gives a base 17 armor class. And it's supposed to grant stealth disadvantage and have a strength requirement. However, it is only 200 gold instead of 400 gold like the breastplate. But if we gave it a mithril version so that it didn't have that disadvantage, we could just equal that out and make it so that like the mithril version is 400 gold, but then half of it from the arm wrestling match, 200 gold pieces. It would actually give you 1 more armor class. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just do that instead then.
Pretty much it would end up equaling out, same price as the breastplate. It'd be splint mail, but it'd be mithril splint mail. So you'd have 17 armor class, Sean.
Okay, how do I...
It's splint, so you should be able to just like type in like splint in D&D 5e for your armor to find that.
It.
Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna take off the disadvantage for stealth, but I think we're just gonna have to remember.
Yeah.
If we remember it, we're very fucking bad at forgetting stuff.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. What about you, Jambalaya? Jambi? You mind if I call you Jambi?
Yes.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Please don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I might save up. I think we could probably use that to do something else. I mean, I did see something you had in stock last time. It kind of made me laugh a little bit. I enjoyed it. It was the ass hat.
Let me pull up my catalog. Ass. That's funny. there it is, the ass hat right there. So that's 120 gold. It is a wide brim straw hat with a magical donkey inside. You can dump the donkey out with the word and put the hat on the donkey and suck it back up. The donkey heals. Hold on, sorry, this would make me laugh too. The donkey heals up if left in the hat more than a day, and revives and reconstructs if killed in a week. It's always the same donkey in the hat, and it will remember any abuse it has taken as the traditional donkey temperament. But if treated right, it'll make sure to get your drunk ass back home safely.
Now,
so I guess you got a portable donkey that can die.
I mean, it made me laugh. I didn't say I wanted to buy it.
I don't know if I want to sell it.
I kind of want it because it's so goddamn ridiculous that I can't ever see myself needing it.
I mean, you do got a horse.
I mean, I got a horse and we got the MS Paint. kind of don't need a donkey that comes out of a hat. But,
How's the MSP
it's-
hold up?
I mean, the thing real well. We used it as a dray wagon just to bring all our wood home from Gnome
that's-
Depot
that's good,
just
eh?
the other day. Yeah, did real good. Well,
Is it a talking donkey?
Oh no, it's just a regular ass donkey, but it's
No.
just immortal.
I mean, this is the
Immortal
thing. I mean, I
donkey.
can't really.
That's
Now,
a good
could you use
podcast
this
network.
donkey as like a projectile? Is there a way that, how fast does the donkey come out?
How fast does the donkey come out? Let's see here. You can dump the donkey out with a word. So I guess you say donkey, and then however fast a real donkey would fall out of a hat is probably how much
Okay.
terminal velocity you get.
Before we can conclude a transaction, can I do a little test drive, do some science with this ass hat?
Like in the shop, I can't let you take it out of the shop.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a deposit for its safe return. You can observe this experimentation,
Okay.
and if I don't like it, I will return said item.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll leave my hat.
How about?
Mine's-
Well,
mine's just
hey,
a
look.
hat.
How about this? How about this? How about
Come on.
this? This makes sense right here. How about you just leave 120 gold? You play with it. If you don't like it, you just bring the hat back, and
Okay.
you just get your 120 gold back. That's
Well,
how much
just
the hat
bear
is.
with me a second because I gotta get it out of my shoes.
How big are your feet?
Well, not as big as my shoes because you see, I keep all my gold in my
Hat.
shoes, so I keep having to buy bigger shoes.
How you been walking around with all them gold clinging around down
Well,
there?
Usually, I ride, so I try to take old Hollywood inside everywhere I go, so I don't have to walk too far.
You see the dusty boot? They still ain't fixed that when you pushed your Hollywood in. Look at the sides of the door all buckled out.
Well, it ain't my fault.
I think it is though. You got them in there with
Just
sarsaparilla.
imagine you have Heelys.
Oh, that should be an item we've got. We're like, it could add to your movement speed, but you have to
Hey,
make like a
spurs.
yeah.
Healy spurs.
Healy spurs. They add 10 to your movement, but
Oh, shit,
you've
I'd
got
be fast as fuck.
but you've got to make a dex check whenever you activate them, or you fall on your ass.
My walking speed would be 50 if I had this.
Dang. Dang.
I want some Heelys. How do I get them?
Okay, well, I'll add them to this list. We'll have them. What's a cool name for Heelys mixed with Spurs? I don't know how to combine those two.
Spurleys?
Spielies.
Spurleys.
Spurleys, because it kind of sounds like Sperry's.
Okay. So, what's the command word for the ass hat?
Well, that's the beauty of it, ain't it? You get to just make it up on the spot.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna try something. I wanna throw the ass hat like a frisbee and see what its aerodynamic properties are and how far I can throw it.
Okay, I think I see where this thing. Now remember, I see you're winding up right there. Do remember that the donkey will remember ill treatment upon the donkey.
Well, it depends on what you define as ill treatment.
I guess it's not going to know that you're the one that's summoning out of its hat when you're throwing it a half mile down the road.
All right. Okay. So, I mean, I don't necessarily have to drop it out just yet. I'm just gonna throw the hat.
Okay.
So, if I was treating that as a thrown weapon, would that what would that be like? For you know, I ain't expecting it to do no damage. I just want to get a rough idea of how far I could throw it. Say like a boomerang. We use that as like a template.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you're don't you actually have a boomerang?
No, that was the Australian crocodile.
No,
Fella.
yeah, that was. Yeah.
So 60 feet. It's the 60 feet, which
Yeah,
I
well-
think is, if I'm really launching a straw hat.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Jambalaya throws the hat about as far as he can, trying to keep it at about about 6-7 feet off the ground, and then he calls out the trial command phrase, "I'm getting my ass out," and
Okay. And
the
that's
donkey
the.
falls out.
Yeah. How high was this hat when that happened?
like 6 foot off the ground.
Okay.
That's like the last thing I expected you to say.
So yeah, the hat's just flying, and then yeah, if it's only 6 feet off the ground, I feel like donkeys are probably like their head, or probably about 6 feet, right? Or 5.5. You know, they're like their top of their body's pretty low, right? They're
They're not like huge, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna. Yeah, it's only gonna be like falling a couple of feet.
Yeah, I think it's gonna like plop right from, and it's for just like a split second. The last thing before the hat continues to careen off in the distance is it looks like the donkey's wearing the hat for a moment, and then he lands on all four like a cat.
That was good.
Yeah, but
That's,
see,
that's
but if
good
you-
donkey.
but if you did that like over a cliff, it's not gonna quite fly like that. You know, it's
I don't want it to. I was thinking, what are the weaponized properties of
Yeah.
hitting somebody with a donkey?
Well, I'm kind of picturing it now that you're gonna like throw it like 15 feet above somebody's head, and then you're gonna say that command word, and you're gonna drop sky donkeys off on this thing, on these things.
I mean, that was kind of what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
He's immortal, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, well, it takes him a week to regrow back in the hat after he dies.
Yeah, we ain't gonna necessarily die every single time. I ain't gonna try and like drop him onto no spikes or nothing. I just figured, say somebody's trying to get a quick escape and they get out of lasso range, and maybe I just throw the ass hat and then go, "Get your ass out!" and then they get hit by a donkey.
Oh, and then they probably knock him square on their ass. No pun intended. Actually, it was fully intended, but
Let me just look up the stats for a donkey.
see how heavy they is.
Yeah.
I mean, that donkey looks pretty heavy to me. About half a
got-
horse. Half a horse. You know how much a horse weighs, right?
Precisely 1/16 of a dragon.
That calculation actually sounds pretty accurate to me. I ain't never seen a dragon though. Have you?
I've seen lots of dragons, but most of the time they're very far away.
That's good. That's the best kind of dragon. Very far away one.
Yeah, the one that isn't in your face trying to eat your entire town. Yeah, I agree. It don't say nothing about the weight of a mule on here.
You probably gotta like actually look up like a real life weight of a donkey.
Yeah.
Weight of a donkey.
Average
300
donkey.
pounds.
180
weight.
to 1,100 pounds. That's a pretty big range they got
Let's
there.
say it's an
ain't it?
1,100 pound donkey.
That's a big, angry,
What the fuck? No
angry fat
way.
donkey.
Donkeys can't weigh
Largest
that much.
donkey. Largest mammoth jackstock donkeys. All right. The jackstock, he weighs around 1,300 pounds. Jesus.
Shit.
Are you all looking at these pictures right now?
Yes.
This motherfucker is taller than a grown ass man.
Is that real?
That can't be. This
13
woman's
fucking 100 pounds.
this woman's sitting on a big ass like fucking cow fence.
Yeah,
and is,
Romulus. Are you
that's
looking at that
not
one?
real. What about the motherfucker that's reaching up and feeding it? That's not
No,
real.
Look
That's a
up
fucking
Romulus.
Shire horse. That ain't a donkey.
Romulus the
Jesus.
donkey.
That is the one. Yeah, Romulus. I advise all of our listeners and viewers to look up Romulus the donkey.
Holy shit.
1,300 pounds of donkey. Holy
Oh
shit.
my god. Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
How'd they do that?
I,
That's lab made or something.
Romulus. That is not real.
He's 68 inches tall.
Holy shit.
I don't see a weight nowhere.
1,300
1,300
Oh,
pounds.
pounds.
1,300 pounds, you say?
Yeah.
He's huge, dude.
My
So can we
God.
say that his donkey is Romulus?
I would be treating that donkey with a lot more respect if it's Romulus the donkey.
I think he would get rid of Hollywood if he had Romulus.
My goodness, Romulus the donkey.
Jesus Christ.
How about we say it's just in fiction, it is actually Romulus. Like it actually looks exactly like Romulus. It is Romulus.
It's the world's largest donkey. Like, wow.
But in Faerun, it's just like, yeah, it's a pretty big donkey.
It's a baby donkey.
Yeah, it's like an average sized donkey in Faerun.
I will call him Romulus. Take 120 of my gold.
Okay, and I did find those Healy spurs, those spurleats. If you really did want them, Sean Marston, they are 150 gold. They will add 10 to your movement speed. Anytime you succeed on a acrobatic check.
How much
of
gold do I have?
DC.
We got 364 left.
Oh
take it.
wow! So that so
I'll take it.
So you got like 14 gold.
I'll take it. So what am I adding?
So you add 10 to your movement speed, but like if you ever actually need to use that full 50, you make a DC 10 acrobatics check.
What's the item? Or is it not in here?
No, it's not. It's not actually in D&D. You'll just like add to your notes.
50 walking speed. What's up, boys?
Yeah, but Healy spurs.
Fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
And then
Asshat summons Romulus.
and then I think Dorinda, you
Okay.
only got like 200, right? I don't think you guys can do homestead stuff yet.
We can't.
You guys bought 30 toys.
I think, well, come on. We got some pretty good stuff.
Some fun toys.
I think we's okay for now for the homestead stuff. The next time we get paid from the Witch Iron Mine, coupled with whatever we get from our next adventure, I think should cover a homestead upgrade, and the rest of this we should just, spend on some new toys. As long as we remember that we got them.
Yeah. Okay.
We still got, like I said, we still got 214 left. Let me have a look at what the catalog.
Yeah, I got
ain't
yeah.
nothing else we can afford for the homestead.
Yeah, so just a reminder, the homestead has a couple things that I think I'm actually like really excited. I think it's very cool stuff. I even like the cook fire upgrade. It's 300 gold, but yeah.
I tell you what. I got this here dagger of returning. I ain't never used.
Oh, that thing looks.
Trade that in for a little. It's all nice and bejeweled. We got it from the Witch Iron Mine from this zombie summoning feller. It's real nice.
It looks like it's been used before, though.
Well,
Is that some blood on it right there?
ain't been used by me. I mean, I wiped it off on his sleeve after he was dead. It's pretty nice. Look at all them bejeweling. See that?
It does look mighty nice.
Nice craftsmanship.
Okay. How about this? How about I give you? I'm just checking my. I'm cross-referencing my catalog. Thank you so much to Rev Omega G for the 2-month sub. How about this? How about I cross-reference my catalog here for something similar, and then price it out. It does have some blood on it, so how about we do 120 gold pieces, and you give me this here dagger. You sure you don't need it?
Yeah, I mean, generally, I forgot I even had it until now. And we done like a whole bunch of adventure since then. So I guess I ain't, if you got something you ain't used it in like 6 months, you could probably get rid of it, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's how I do it.
Well, you got yourself a deal then, Ma. So he's back up to 334 gold. Which means... fuck all. We're a little bit shy. We're a little bit shy of either a carpenter workshop or a magic sanded stone radio tower.
Yeah, the only thing you'd be able to get would be the cook fire upgrade.
Which might be worth doing for the chef feat.
I'm actually pulling that up right now because it has been a while. So the chef feat is time spent mastering the culinary arts has paid off, granting you the following benefits. Increase your con or wisdom by 1 to a max of 20. You gain proficiency in cook's utensils if you don't have it already. As part of a short rest, you can cook special food, provided you have the ingredients and the cook's utensils on hand. You can prepare enough food for a number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus. At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food gains and spends 1 or more hit dice to regain hit points, gains an extra 1d8 hit points. And then with 1 hour of work, when you finish a long rest, you can cook a number of treats equal to your proficiency bonus. These treats last 8 hours. A creature can use the bonus action eat one to gain temp HP equal to your proficiency bonus. So
I think we should do that because we don't have a lot of healing stuff. If both of us will gain that feat then, and then we can make food during short rests to restore HP as well.
I kind of want to get... Is there a second ass hat?
You reckon you can rustle up another one of them ass hats?
Because...
she does not have one at the moment, for sure.
Next time.
She might eventually get another one, but right
Well,
now
listen.
I'm saying she does not have fucking 2 ass hats.
Listen.
Well, I think Romulus is that big we could both ride him if we needed to.
No, Romulus has a brother named Remus.
Remus.
Yeah, he's only 2 inches shorter. And maybe like 100 pounds difference. I want a Remus hat.
Okay, maybe eventually, but I'm struggling to imagine, even in this fantasy world, that she would have 2 fucking ass hats.
You and I think I might have accidentally created the world's most ridiculous weapon with a frisbee hat that drops a gigantic fucking donkey on people.
It's a huge pair of asses.
Gigantic pair of
God.
asses.
God, that is gonna be fucking wild. I cannot wait till next episode because I guarantee it's thrown within the first 5 minutes of combat.
I need one. I need one.
I guarantee it.
The best thing is he's gonna remember and be pissed off about it.
Yeah.
So we've got to make it go away. We've got to put the hat back on it as well. That's gonna be fun.
You go and put the hat on it, and it makes it slurp back up into the hat.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be really fucking fun. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that chef thing for you two to both have. Not
That'd
to
be pretty
mention,
useful.
what are you guys' constitution modifiers too? Which, by the way, I feel like we're starting to wrap up the shopping, and obviously,
Yeah.
and we are gonna be leveling up. So I think it's worth noting what your guys' con modifiers are at the moment, or not
It's
modifier.
+2 right now, but it's 15. So if it goes up by 1, I'll be on +3.
Ooh, that would give you like a fucking 8 more health.
True
What about
that.
you, Sean? What's your constitution score?
It's 2.
+2. What is it though? Is it 15?
14.
14. So yours should still be a 15, but I mean it would creep up there. But yeah, the extra healing from short rest, not to mention the temporary HP from the treats you guys could cook. Pretty much every night you guys could cook some treats.
What are you cooking, boy?
Well, I was thinking of like bear's eggs.
I knew that was coming.
You know, sometimes they don't keep, so you can smoke them. Smoked bear's eggs. Kind of look like turds when it dries out. But I assure you that they is not turds. They is dried bear's eggs.
Like in a pipe?
Well, yeah, you could smoke them like that, yeah. But also, and like, what you do is you build a little tent over a fire. You just keep the smoky in there. That's called a hot box. Now,
Dude,
the advantage of being a ranger is
I did a hot box one time in a tent in my living room, and we all got the flu.
What the fuck? What are you? Is this Sean Marston or Sean Deweese?
Sean Marston.
legally distinct from. The good thing about being a ranger is you know where to get all the finest herbs. So yeah, I think that's probably worth doing, really. Getting this feat.
It is nice. So right now, at the homestead is like just it's a fucking campfire, like a real small campfire. You guys can like roast some squirrels and shit on it. But if you guys did go over and buy the materials needed to make this, that is coming with like stone and wood to create like a bigger stove, as well as like ingredients and things, like kind of like a like those meal prep kicks, like Home Chef and stuff. You buy like Blue Apron that you get to your house, but like a big box of like herbs and stuff, salt and pepper and stuff that you guys. It's actually pretty pricey in this area to even get those kind of herbs and spices, but that's like what you guys would actually be buying, and then cooking with that is what would grant you guys the chef sheet.
Sure.
Hey, we got a new sub.
I know, man. I thanked him already. Where are you at?
I don't know.
This is in a hot box.
He's been drinking that fucking huge ass margarita.
Shush.
It's a
Real
real big one.
margarita.
Real
I got
big-
water, dude. Ice Mountain.
You did not finish that fucking margarita. Oh my god, dude. Those
gone.
things are like a two. Oh my god. They're like a 2 liter.
Yeah, look at this.
It's bigger
the
than your
size of my
head.
head.
And the half of that is fucking. Oh my god. Tequila.
Tequila.
Why was I worried we would not hit 1 hour on a fucking shopping episode?
I don't know.
Then we started talking about donkey hats and shit.
Ass hat.
Ass
Someone's,
hats.
my notes are ass hat. Someone's Romulus the donkey.
I want Remus, dude.
That is one thing we do need to take better notes on this show. We all three take such bad notes.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to do that now.
Well, Gerundu takes like good mental notes, but
Yeah, but then it's like 6 months in the past.
And it's
now.
like, hey, it's like,
recall
hey, how much? What's the formula for how much gold you guys get per day?
well, hopefully we don't like take any more breaks.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was,
I mean, all of it's none of that was avoidable. It was just stuff that happened.
I thought we were gonna have to miss tonight, so I'm glad we didn't, because that would have been bad having to miss again.
Right, and just make a quick note of the money that's in the kitty. We got through 34 if we buy that chef upgrade thing, which I think we should, because it gives us more heals, and we don't have to just rely on my limited ability to cast cure wounds.
Yeah, you get heals during short rest, like an actual extra D8 every time, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then also, on long rest, can get what? What's your guys' proficiency bonus now? 4 or 5?
Plus, mine's
Plus
still
3.
plus 3. Yeah.
Oh, at level 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, 3 temp HP every time you eat one of these snacks, but you can make like lots of them. So I mean, it's really like, what is that? That would end up being like plus 9 temp HP. What kind of snacks are you guys gonna be making? We'll get into level up, but this is the last thing I want to ask you guys. What kind of snacks do you think you're gonna be making for those temp HPs?
Bear eggs.
Yeah.
It's like, bear egg cakes, bear egg flapjacks.
I can just picture you guys getting in a fucking gunfight, and then Jambalaya pulling out a big flapjack and just like throwing the whole thing in his mouth, like I'm shoving it in his mouth and chewing on it real quick to get this 3 temp HP.
I've always been a big fan of eagle wings.
Damn, that sounds good.
That's evil, dude.
I don't think it's eagle. Eagle. I don't think it's evil. I think it's illegal in America.
Well, we ain't in America.
That's true.
I don't think it's any more evil to kill an eagle than a bird or a chicken.
Eagle wings.
You just throw the rest away. Ain't nothing else good to eat on an eagle, just the wings.
Oh god.
The best part is it's real big.
The real big wings.
It probably would taste good.
It probably tastes real fucking good. We're gonna get arrested, Sean, me and you. Let's go ahead and level up to level 8. See, this is how bad I am at notes and stuff for this show. I thought you guys were like about to hit 5 or 6. You guys are hitting level 8.
No, sir.
Is that right, Durando? You just told me before we started streaming. Is 8 right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't 8 just a stat thing? Stat level?
Yeah.
Well, it
feat.
would. Yeah, it is. It still is for me because I'm now level 4 fighter, level 4 ranger. So
Yeah.
either way, I get the skill improvement.
Oh, so Sean, you picked a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, you want to go first?
Yeah, I picked mobile. It says your speed increases by 10 feet when you use the dash action. Difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. And when you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not.
Okay, and then that paired with the spurs, the spurlies, that's gonna be nice.
So yeah, my walking speed is 50 feet.
You're
I'm one of those
healing-
speed walkers.
You're,
You know what I'm
you're
talking about?
healing around.
The people that look like they're kind of like,
Conor McGregor.
yeah, kind of.
What did Jambalaya get? Because Jambalaya has multi-class, so
Yeah, I just took ability score improvements and nudged my dex up to 18 and my strength up to 16.
what class did you end up going?
Ranger, so I went for ranger.
Okay.
I could have gone fighter 5 and got second attack.
Yeah.
But like Jambalaya is basically, he's a rifleman, isn't he? So
Yeah. So you guys are
this is shtick.
so you went 4 and 4. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to end up devoting more levels into Ranger for the spells and related stuff.
Yeah.
Overall, so
And Sean Marston's fighter, so I think it just seems, it seems nice.
yeah, I
to-
only really took the fighter levels for the firearms.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, I think with that we'll head back to the homestead, and we'll end with you guys getting back to your cabin and seeing the cabin door ajar.
What?
So,
I'm,
Duranda,
I'm pretty sure we installed a real door and not just a jar.
so Duranda, you got anything you want to talk about before we head out?
Just my abandonment issues, really. Like,
Let's
don't
do
leave,
it.
don't leave me.
We won't, Duranda. We'll probably play some video games here together in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm Jordan. You can find me all over the network as Saddest Lancaster on Roll for Weird, which unfortunately we weren't able to record an episode of this month, but
Oh
we
my
are coming
God.
back in July.
Next month's gonna be fucking silly. It's gonna get so silly.
It always does.
That's true, but when we take a month off, are you kidding me? It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't take a month off last time, and we ended up kidnapping the Backstreet Boys, or pretended to be the Backstreet Boys and orchestrating a kidnapping. So, yeah, you can also find me here at John Ballard Pendergrass. You can find me promoting Capes and Crooks on the video on demand on here, which is a game system I recommend that you check out. It's going to be coming to Kickstarter soon if it isn't
Oh
already.
man, no, that comes out in Tuesday. This coming Tuesday.
Yeah, so you should watch that, enjoy it, and get psyched up for it because it's a very fun game system to play. I strongly recommend it. You can also find me as Flex Gristle on Murderous Bloodsport Association when that's coming back soonish.
Yeah, so yeah, they're supposed to be starting my basement in I think like 10 days. And I don't think it's gonna take super long to get the studio up and running, and then we shall be back.
Yeah, you can't rush perfection, so stop it. Stop trying.
I wish I
All of
could
you.
because I've got like
You
five,
pushy bastards.
I've got like 5 different contractors I'm waiting on, so I wish I could rush at least them.
But yeah, other than that, Dice Talk, which drops on pod feeds on alternate Wednesdays from when Shitty Cowboy should normally drop. And that's about it, I think, for me.
Sean, you got anything?
Look at this fucking weird little tiny shit Dustin's building.
Yeah, show the legs. The legs that should be sitting down there
Okay.
took Dustin about 10 hours to do. He's gone. See, that's my that's where my fucking
break
studio is
it.
gonna be in. Sean's in my shitty basement right now.
Look,
It took him 10 hours to make them little legs.
Little legs.
10
got some
hours.
legs.
10 hours.
Dude, that's insane.
It's gonna be very cool, but also 10 hours is nuts. Yeah. So we have got. I think the big things I want to plug are Doom Clock's a new show that is going to be hitting your pod feeds with episode 1 finally. This coming Monday should be. With how my computer's been going, we'll see. And also our debut of campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes, I still think may happen in July, but for sure the prologue will happen in July, as well as a campaign 1 kind of recap where we answer Q&A questions from the community, from Discord, Twitter, email, wherever you want to send in questions about the first campaign of Halfway to Heroes. Send those in. We're going to record that and the prologue and drop them both before campaign 2 officially starts. And yeah, I'm going to be raiding. So my wife did not start streaming yet, so I can't raid her. But yeah, my wife started video game streaming at _Brittany, which she will be doing here in like 10 minutes. But I'm going to be raiding Ink and Liar. They are doing a 24-hour charity event, much like we did in like Oh god damn it! I just fucking looked over and saw Geronto. I'm gonna raid Ink and Liar. They're doing a 24-hour charity event and they're killing it. It's at the end. They've only got like 20 minutes left, I think. But go and show your support anyway, and let them know, a big honk to let them know that we sent you. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're listening to the podcast, sorry that last episode was late, but this one, it's on time, surely. Bye everybody.
Hey, toodles.
I gotta wait 7 seconds to raid, so sup.
Sup?
Here we go.
So, bro.
Are you rating?
Ink and Liar. So everyone say honk. Well, we're not live anymore, but they are.
In the channel?
Yeah, to the
Oh,
Ink.
it says followers only.
Oh, only followers can chat?
You should do that.
Boo.
Just kidding. I followed. I'm gonna say honk.
Yeah. I like rating people so that everyone can get in and just yell honk at people, and then they get really confused. Like, what's everyone fucking honking? Cowboys 626. All right. I saved my recording. I had to go see what Brittany is wanting to do. She's ready to start streaming. Hey, Sean. Will you download WoW on that computer while you're down there?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're trying to get Drunda to play with us. That'd be fun.
If you play, you should play classic, guys.
He's never played before, Sean. Is that crazy?
I mean, if you've never played WoW before, if you start playing that game, it's gonna be like a magical experience.
I know.
I'm jealous.
I know. I'm too. The only reason I started playing Gerundu is I started playing it once, and I was like, I don't fucking like this game, and I quit after like a week or two. And then I broke my femur, which you guys like to give me a lot of shit about. And all my friends were at school all day, every day, and I literally had nothing to do during the day while they were all at school. So Sean had an extra account for some reason, which is weird. I don't know why he had 2 accounts and when I was a freshman. But he was like, dude, just make it to level 20. And if you don't like it, just quit. So I made a character, and I got to level 20. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking life now.
Yeah, it's bad. It can be bad.
It can be bad, yeah. You can get really fucking into it.
That's why I don't play anymore.
Yeah.
I had to quit.
We quit when we had kids. Like, I mean, we genuinely just couldn't, like...
I heard the new one is, like, way less...
less shit you gotta do every week and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's more casual.
Yeah, me and Brittany really, really, really started getting into arenas, and we would do 2 versus 2s. And I told her, I was like,
fun stuff is battlegrounds, man.
Yeah, battlegrounds and arenas. I told Brittany, I was like, man, if you stream 2 versus 2s, and if we got as good as we used to be, we were decent. We could get like 1,700.
You know, Chris Nikolov was like one of the top 10 twos teams.
Jamie too. Jamie, Justin's brother, which is funny because Justin hates PvP, but his brother is like one of the top PvP players in the world.
It's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's strange, but like me and Brittany, like we weren't like competitive like that or anything, but I mean we were like decent. We could get pretty high in the rankings. So like I told her, I was like, if you stream that'd be a good stream.
Chris used to play with that guy. He's a Twitch streamer, Soda Poppin'. He's like really popular now. Dude,
Chris used to be fucking up there too. But yeah, Drundu, it'd be fucking funny to do like 3s.
Soda has 3 million followers.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's
used
fucking
to play with him.
That's fucking stupid. But yeah, it'd be really fun to do like 3s, me, Brittany, Drundu. So Drundu, it would just be us 3 fighting against 3 other players in like a really tight arena, and it's like really fucking hectic and shit because it's actually balanced very well. But yeah,
compared to any other stuff like that.
Really you can't do 3 versus 3 games. Any other games really that's that balanced. And then you can also do like 10 versus 10s, which are also very fun. I remember my favorite night probably ever of playing WoW, Sean, is when we actually got a full group for 10 vs 10 Battlegrounds. It was like me, you, Brittany, Dustin, Courtney, Justin, I think, Chris.
We just
Tommy.
got shit on though.
We did. We got shit on. We had 7 out of 10.
I did better in pugs, I swear.
I know. Well, we were getting shit on, but then that one game, we had 3 of our randoms leave, and we won 7 vs 10. And it was the one that somebody dropped. No, somebody dropped, like Chris or Justin or someone. They dropped, and then we finally fucking won one.
It was probably Justin.
But
Dude, Tommy was in. Think about that too. Tommy missed half of senior year in high school just to play WoW, but he was in the best guild in the world.
Yeah.
Like they got so many world firsts and shit. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Think back.
But that was like before like Twitch and shit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tommy could.
I mean, if it was
dude,
now,
Tommy
he'd
could have
be
been.
rich.
Yeah, Tommy could have been fucking huge if like
Dude,
Twitch
it's
was out and shit.
crazy.
But all right, I gotta go see what Brittany wants to stream real quick.
I gotta do some fucking math and work out how hard hitting a £1,300 donkey is gonna be.
500 damage.
Yeah, well that's it. It's gonna be falling damage, isn't it? So it's gonna be falling damage on that kind of way.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of D&D like formula so we can figure out.
I mean, the donkey's gonna take that amount of damage each time as well, but I don't
It's
care.
immortal.
It's just like it's just an immortal donkey. It's gonna be potentially really angry at me.
I can't wait, you guys. All right, this was a very good episode, and I can't believe how long it went.
No, me neither.
It was a lot of fun. All right.
Spitballing fucking weird magical items.
Yeah.
You want me to send this to you?
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Hey, Drundu, if you're gonna
Yeah.
be up, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll ping you.
Hey, I'm gonna send it from your account to yourself.
Okay. See ya.
Layers.